Hi folks, welcome to another stall13.com video. Bridle path. Some people think it's a nice romantic little trail. No, a bridle path is where the bridle, headstall, halter go behind the ears. Notice here on this horse, this is Spec, that we have a shorter mane because we do trim this horse's mane, but we don't have a bridle path. It really only takes a couple of things. You can use a curry comb, or you can use a brush, but you also need a real good pair of scissors. These are actually barber quality, hairstylist quality scissors. They're razor sharp and it makes it easier. If you have a horse that's real accustomed to being groomed and trimmed, you might be able to do it with an electric clippers and just buzz it real quick. Now here's the real interesting thing about this. This is what I like to call how much salt and pepper do you put in the chicken soup. A lot of people feel that, old-timers feel that this bridle path should be a hand, like a 14-hand, 15, 16, 17-hand horse, which is the width of someone's hand, that this bridle path should be a hand. Other people feel that the bridle path should be the distance between right behind the ears, and you should go back this far for however tall this ear is. So Spec's ear is this tall, which means that that bridle path would be this big. Now, some people that are equestrians, hunter jumpers, gymkhana, all kinds of what I like to call Western European types of riding, they have huge bridle paths. There is no right or wrong, it's personal preference. Me personally, I love the look of a horse's mane, so I like to keep a smaller one. I'm going to show you how to do this at home. You're going to want to put your halter on the horse, and it would be best if someone could hold the horse. This horse is used to me. We're doctoring his tumor. You've seen all the videos on Spec's tumor and read the articles about it, hopefully. If not, go to the stall13.com website and you'll find out about Spec. We have him tied. It would be best if he wasn't tied, if he wasn't in cross ties, if someone was holding him. But all I have is one of the cowgirls running the camera. So the first thing you want to do is you want to brush the mane. You want to figure out exactly where you want to put your bridle path. Once you do, this is why you want your halter loose. You can do two things here, folks. You can take the halter and slide it back to mark your area, or you can pull the halter up to mark your area. I usually do both. What I do is I'll slide it up so that it's right behind the ears. I'll use this basis for my cut. And then I'll also slide it back a little bit, and I'm going to do the old-fashioned hand. So what I do is I just gently, very carefully, and you're going to do this in stages. What I like to do at first is I like to just gently cut the hair and leave it kind of long. And the reason is that so I can really see what I'm doing, if I like the distance of it or not. See, I've kind of stopped right here. Okay, then I'll pull back. I'll do the same thing. I'll come up here behind the ears. I'll make a cursory cut, leave it kind of long, so that in case I don't like it, it will grow back. And now I have my end and my beginning. Then what you do is you don't want to hurt the horse, and so you kind of do it in stages. A lot of horses won't want to be messed with. If you notice, even Spec, who is really so used to me doctoring him, he's still a little apprehensive about this. Why? Well, number one, he hears those scissors. He can actually hear those scissors clipping. See, notice his ears moving. We got some hair on him. And notice how he got a little rambunctious. Well, not rambunctious, but he said, hey, what are you doing? Well, you have to think about these things because some horses are not going to be as desensitized to the ears as he is. Now, as you get lower, you continue to clip. Now, some people will go ahead and use electric clippers or battery-operated clippers when you get to this point so that they can butch it. I like doing things kind of the old-fashioned way. I continue to just go ahead and use the scissors, and then you kind of style it a little bit. Now, a lot of people will make it so it's completely bald. They will literally shave it smooth. I know people that actually take it down and actually use a razor to make it smooth. I don't like to do that, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people will take this down to where it's bristly, almost like a butch or crew cut, almost like someone who shaves their head bald. I don't like to do that, and I'll tell you why. A little bit of hair here also protects the horse from the halter and the leather. So I like to leave a little bit. It may not be a good look, it may not be a stylish look, but it makes us more comfortable because this hair actually protects the horse from this nylon halter. It's actually going to protect the horse from a headstall or a bridle that might be nylon or leather. And so I like to leave them just a little bushy for no other reason than a little protection. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm going to have to speed this up, but it's going to take a little bit of time because you kind of want to pretty it up a little bit and smooth it up and even it. You don't want it to look like, you know, he was vandalized in some way. And so I'm kind of dressing it up a little bit, and sometimes you have to change the direction of your scissors, clean your scissors up. This is why you want two people. You want to be careful because you are dealing with an animal that can move at any time in any shape and fashion. So you want to be very cautious of what you're doing, and you want to do a nice job, and kind of makes it a little easier. He's got his winter coat, so it's a little thicker. So I'm cheating a little bit here. If you have any questions about this, you can email the show. Hopefully you listen to the radio show. If you don't know what radio show I'm talking about, it's every Sunday night from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock Central Time. We do a radio show called The World of Horses. You can reach it on the www.stall13.com website. We're getting pretty short here, and I'm about ready to stop for now. And then later on in the week, I'll have one of the cowgirls clean this up. But for the sake of the video, now what I'm going to do is take this off for a second. There you get the idea. He has a short mane, but if the mane was long, you'd see that this is an awfully wide bridle path. You may want something that is a lot shorter, maybe only half this distance. You really don't want to go in front of the ears because then you're going to lose your forelock. And he doesn't have much forelock anyways. So there you have it. This has been another Stall13.com video. Take care of yourself and your horses.